My name is Persimmon Blackbridge. I'm an artist currently based on Hornby Island in BC, and I work with sculpture and installation. The title of my new show, Speak No Emergency, is a play on hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, an old saying which points out how people often avoid recognizing the problems around us. I see that avoidance all around me when it comes to the climate disaster, and I see it within myself. When politicians say the economy can't afford climate solutions, they're ignoring the fact that the climate crisis is poised to destroy our economy over the next decades, and many lives with it. Do you really think the US economy is helped by the LA wildfires? The seeds of this project came from a trip I took through the interior of BC when the pine beetle epidemic was at its height. It's a natural cycle that's gone on for centuries, but it's turned devastating by the warmer winters of climate change. It was horrifying to drive through those desolate mountains, turned red with mile after mile of dead pine trees. A lot of my previous work centered around disability. I used odd, beautiful junk that society deems broken and useless as a metaphor for our odd, beautiful, disabled bodies. I cut the tops off of heads and replaced them with a different head as a metaphor for the diagnoses that follow many of us around, seeking to define us. Many figures are in a seated position that suggests wheelchairs. In Speak No Emergency, I use all those same strategies for constructing bodies because disability is not separate from issues of climate change. It's the most vulnerable of us who are the first and worst affected by climate change. Poor people, disabled people, Indigenous people. Our stories are a central part of the fight for climate justice. These pieces all have particular stories embedded in them for me. Those are bones that a neighbor gave me. These are dolls from a dead friend. This is plastic I found on a particular beach. But I don't need people to know these stories in order to understand the art. People will bring their own histories and understandings and relationships to the work. The meanings that the audience creates are the true meanings.